There are calls for the federal government to investigate claims that members of Australia's Eritrean community are being forced to pay a tax banned by the United Nations. It follows a World News report in which documentation was provided showing the practice is occurring in Australia.
Claims from Australia's Eritrean community that they're forced to pay a tax that funds rebel groups has brought swift condemnation from federal politicians. Members of the community have shown SBS receipts for the tax handed over at the Eritrean consulate in Melbourne. Failure to pay, they claim, can lead to serious repercussions for relatives in Eritrea. The UN insists the funds are helping to destabilise the Horn of Africa by funding armed groups, including Al-Shabaab. The federal opposition here was concerned by the allegations.
The United Nations Security Council banned the paying of such a tax, and the Australian government at that time made very clear to the consul here that such a tax should not be collected in Australia.
Last year, Canada kicked out Eritrea's envoy to Toronto for imposing the diaspora tax. Community members here say the federal government also needs to take a tough stance on the issue.
There's, as an Australian Eritrean, I don't want anyone to intimidate me in my country, in Australia. All right. No, I don't want anyone to force me to do anything that is illegal. All right. So I'd like the Australian government to be very tough that this is an illegal activity and it should stop immediately.
A view shared by the Greens deputy leader Adam Bandt.
Well, at the very least, the Australian government should put the representatives of the Eritrean regime on notice that they must stop this practice.
Eritrea's top diplomat to Australia freely admits collecting the payment but denies it is compulsory. Sintila Chingaipe, SBS World News.
And late this afternoon, a Foreign Affairs spokesperson said any claims of illegality should be made to the federal police for investigation.